Mm. Close பண்ணு.
నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ 15 తారీఖే మా పెళ్లి. ఇది జోకా? కాదు, తప్పకుండా రావాలి. ఫారెన్ మంది కూడా ఉంటుంది పెళ్లిలో. తీసుకో, నా శవం ఎక్కేపు. ఇక నా పాట పడిన పర్లేదు, ఎక్కించేసే పడి నా మీద. శ్రీకాంత్ లేడీస్ ఎంపోరియం. అక్కడ ఫర్స్ పెట్టలే, లేటెస్ట్ వచ్చింది చూడజా. మా నాన్న మెకానిక్ షాప్ లో నేను పని చేస్తే నాకు ఎవరు చిత్తిలేదన్న. అందరూ మెకానిక్ మొహన్ అంటారు. నేను హైదరాబాద్ పోతాన్నా. నాకు విషయం చెప్పు, జోగిపేటలో నీకన్నా ఎక్కువ బైక్ గురించి ఎవరికన్నా ఎరకనారా? మన పని మనం చక్కగా చేస్తే దాంట్లోనే షేర్ రెస్పెక్ట్. సార్, మన హైదరాబాద్ లో మొట్టమొదటిసారి జరుగుతున్న ఇండివిజువల్ గేమ్స్ కాంట్రాక్ట్ చాలా మంది అన్నారు చైనాకి వాళ్ళందరికీ కాదని చెప్పి వాళ్ళతో పోరాటం చేసి
ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
అయితే క్రికెట్ లో మీరేంటి సార్, బౌలరా బ్యాట్స్మెన్? క్రికెట్ లో నేను గోల్ కీపర్. He didn't want India to know he was unaware of cricket. Oh, that was so stupid. I love it. Worthy of gold medal. So down. Oh, so consistently stupid. But I love stupid movies. Me too. As long as you.
నీ 14th
13. What?
అంటే ఎవరిది?
What came now?
14th దానా? ఫ్రైడే దానా అప్పుడు అనుకుంటా.
What?
నేను ఎందుకు
Yes.
alert before one day, okay, one day before that.
Yes.
The movie is stupid, right? And it does.
Hello everyone, good morning and good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, Mansi.
Okay, thank you. Let us wait for 2 or 3 more minutes and then we can start. Okay, all right. So let us start today's session. Before we start today's session, can I know, are there anyone who is joining today for the session? Anyone new joining today?
Hello, yes, ma'am. Today only I have joined this session.
Okay, so your good name, sorry?
My name is Deepa. Actually, I
Oh,
was not having team, so I have just taken my friend's laptop.
okay,
So it's shown
yes,
as Deep. Yeah.
okay, not a problem. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, today I would want everyone to have a quick introduction, like just a minute, like what is your name, how much years of experience, so that we can have a quick uh, start with our session. Okay, so we can start with that chronological order, starting from Bhagya. You can start, Bhagya. I guess Bhagya is on the call. Bhagya, please start with you.
Hi, this is Bhagya, ma'am.
Okay, hello, Bhagya. So, can
Hi,
I
ma'am.
know? Yeah, just wanted to understand. Do you have any testing experience? If you have any testing experience, how much testing experience? Okay. So I don't need any company name, anything not necessary to reveal. Okay. You just tell me what is your experience, and that's it. That should be fine.
No, ma'am. Sorry. No, ma'am. I'm not having any experience in testing, ma'am.
Okay. So you are new to testing.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Because these inputs will help me understand how can I modify my class. Okay. So not every time I get students who have testing background. So one batch, I would have all more experience, more than 13 years or 15 years experience, and I have few people who don't have experience. This helps me understand and have a clear vision of how to tackle my test. Okay, so that is the reason I'm asking. So yes, the next
Yeah.
one is Chandra Bose.
Yeah, hi Manasa, good evening.
Hello, very good
So
evening.
currently, so currently I'm having around 6+ years of experience into software testing. So currently I'm working for UFT automation.
Good.
So by learning Tosca, I can upskill myself.
Okay, thank you so much, Chandra. Next is
Yeah.
Chiranjeevi. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a
ma'am.
mega. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, right now I'm into development, but I was a manual tester. I have 5+ years of experience in testing, and I'm actually trying to explore if Tosca can give me like more exposure to it, or like it can help me in growing in career. That's why I joined.
Okay, interesting, Chiranjeevi. Thank you so much for your this thing. Next is Francis. Francis, you on the call? Okay, so next, let us jump to the next one. That is Ganesh Jadhav.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Ganesh, your voice is not clear. You can just drop a message on this team so that I can have a look. Next is Harshad Sohni.
Yeah, my name is Harshad Soni. I am
Hmm.
having total 13+ years experience, on
Okay.
13 and a half, 14 years. And
Hmm.
into that, 3+ years of experience into software testing. Earlier, I
Okay,
worked in domains like energy utilities, telecom,
good.
manufacturing. Yeah.
I had people, after your introduction, I remember one guy who was into energy sector, I believe. Okay. So he
Okay.
wanted to upskill and he learned Tosca with me, and now he's into a Tosca project. Okay. So
Yeah.
that remembers me of that fellow. He was very, very, very good to me. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
remember.
And currently,
Thank
I'm
you.
working for the automation tool Workshop Certify for
Oh, good.
SAP testing.
Yeah, yeah, good. Similar profile of his all.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Ipsita, next is your turn.
Yes, Mansa. I have almost 9 years of software testing experience. And
Oh,
mainly I have worked in database testing, API testing, and few years in Selenium, that is test automation. So I want to enhance my skills into Tosca as I understood it is AI based tool. And I just as it is a scriptless tool, I wanted to learn this, and in my future I want to work with Tosca only.
okay. Thank you so much, Ipsita. Thank you. Next is Jyoti.
Hi, Manasa. Myself, I have around 15 years of experience. So
Mm,
mainly around the manual testing area, a bit of Selenium here and there, but not a
mm.
whole lot. So I would like to upskill automation skills, using Tosca. So
Okay.
looking forward to that.
Thank you so much. Next is Lakshmi Shravani. Lakshmi, are there on the call? Lakshmi Shravani. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Let me.
I don't have experience in testing. I recently moved from government sector to the private sector.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I want to
Interesting.
learn the skill.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So just I mean, you can just brush up few things, few concepts on testing, how testing works. Okay. So based on
Okay.
that, you can have an. I mean, you can learn this tool more clearer. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's this IK? Is it IK or LK? I'm not sure. Okay. Next is Madhuri.
Yeah, hi Manasa. Today is my first class. So I'm
Okay.
having total experience of 10 plus years, out of which 8 years I have testing background. So manual
Mm-hmm.
testing and as well as like UFT testing. Currently
Mm-hmm.
working on APM mobile application testing. So I want to upskill with this Tosca automation tool.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Thank you so much, Madhuri. Thank you for your introduction. Next is Manasa.
Hi, Manasa. This is Manasa. I have 8 years of experience. I was a software developer way back in India, and
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 years of experience as a developer. And now I'm into QA automation testing. I have 3 years of experience. I'm here to upskill myself with Tosca.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
am basically working with API and UI testing.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Manasa, for your introduction. It feels good for me to call a Manasa from a Manasa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Next is Manohar.
Hi, I have 6 years of experience in both in manual and ETL testing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Next is Nagha Bhavani.
Yeah, hi Mansa. I'm not having any experience in testing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to learn one task automation.
Good. Thank you. Very good. That's a very good move. Yes, you can surely learn. Next is Pawan. Pawan,
Yeah,
you're on
hi.
the call? Yeah.
I have around 9 years of experience in IT as a voice
Mm.
admin. Shift my technology for
Okay. Good.
testing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next is Priya.
Hi, Manasa. This is Priya. I have around 10 years of experience. I have worked as a developer for 5 years and then I switched to automation testing. I worked on frameworks like Selenium and CodeCept JavaScript framework, and I want to upskill to Tosca for one of my client needs.
Okay. Thank you so much, Priya.
Thank
I
you.
have a Priya in every batch. So
True.
this time this is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
Good to have you on that. Okay. Next is Rajesh.
Hi, this is Rajesh, and I have about 18 years of experience in IT related to testing and release management things like that.
Hmm.
Looking forward to learn more about Tosca and how this can help for my career growth and so.
Okay. Thank you so much for enrolling. Yes. Next is Rashmi.
Hi Mansa. So myself Rashmi, and I have around 8+ years of experience in manual testing. So I wanted to upskill to Tosca, so that have more job opportunities.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Next is Ravi.
Hi Manasa, I have a couple of year experience in admin side, but just now I climbing to Tosca to upskill my learning.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ravi. Next is Ravindra.
Hi Mansa, hi everyone. I am Ravindra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yeah, I have 10 years of experience in manual testing, that is functional testing, and I want to learn a tool which doesn't have any coding in it. So I think Tosca is the right one for me. Thank you, Mansa.
Oh, thank you so much. Next is Rekha. Rekha. Yeah, Rekha, you can go ahead. I see you are unmute. Okay. So we are not able to listen to your voice. Please drop in your message on the Teams, Rekha. Yeah. Next is Sahana.
Yeah, good evening all. My name is Sahana. I completed 5 years of experience in non-IT. This is the first time I've shifted for the Tosca, so I have to move with the Tosca only.
Okay, okay, good. Good, you have took them out. Thank you so much. Next is Sejal.
Hello, hi all.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Sejal, please.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Sejal. I have overall 4 years of experience in manual testing. I work in telecom domain, and I test the products for BSS and OSS part of telecom. And currently we are we have completely moved our manual testing to Tosca. So I am here to upskill myself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Next is Swati Saxena.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning, good evening. So I have around 9 years of experience, all in testing. I have worked on manual automation and API testing. The company which I'm targeting is currently working on Tosca. So I thought I'll join this course and learn something new. That's the reason.
Okay, thank you so much, Swati. Next, the last one is Vijita.
Yeah, hi Mansa, this is Vijita, and I have around 8 years of IT experience, 2 years into backend development, and then 6 years into this manual testing. I would like to learn something related to automation, so I thought Tosca would be the best option, and I am here.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I see a good batch of having developers and people coming from non-IT background and also people coming from with no testing knowledge. Yes, this is a very good batch where we can learn together and grow together. Okay, so that is my motive. Okay, all right. Let us start today's session. So till yesterday, we have just learned the basics of Tosca, like how Tosca works and what is the requirement of Tosca, and how does a script work, what is model-based testing approach, and we have also seen the Tricentis cycle and all. Okay, so today we will have a little introduction about Tosca tool, how to use the Tosca, and how to navigate between each and every tab, and what are the different tabs we have. And apart from that, I will also give some information that is necessary for us to start with this practicals. Okay, so that is what we are doing today. So today we start with a question called, where does Tosca stand in this automation testing world? So as you have seen in the introduction, many of you said that your client is already using, so you have to upgrade it. And there is one person who said that he's targeting for a company where Tosca is being used. So by all these introductions, you might have already understood Tosca is spreading its wings. That means Tosca is ready to have its footprints in almost all over any project that you come up. So that is why it has a very good market in demand and is quickly emerging as a top test automation tool among the testing professionals worldwide. The reason is because it has a good integration with the popular automation testing tools and it is also very easy to understand. So when I show you the tool, you will only say, yeah, it is little easy compared to other tools. So it is also efficient. It can be accuracy and consistency throughout the script is same. Okay. So which makes it perfect tool for organization testing a toolkit. Okay. So as we have already seen most of them, we'll just quickly recap what are the advantages of Tosca. And some of you might ask you what are the disadvantages of Tosca. For that, we can take over this slide so that we can also have a quick recap of the advantages and disadvantages separately segregated. Okay. So coming to the advantages of Tosca, it is a one-stop solution for various automation test types, and it's an enterprise tool that functions without a script. User-friendly drag and drop feature. So most of the in the tool you have to use this drag and drop. Okay. So you have to drag it and drop it, drag it and drop it. So if someone is not using a mouse, at least for the first 1 week, I would say borrow a mouse and have a mouse ready, because if you have to drag and drop the components here and there, using a mouse pad, it will be a little difficult. Okay, this is just a suggestion and it's up to you how you take it. Yeah. And helps testers with management test tools, both GUI and non-GUI are supported. No need for an explicit framework. That is already, the framework is already built inside the tool. You just have to understand which framework is being used or which framework to use. It supports major technologies, so it is also a one bigger advantage of Tosca. And there are reduced use of artifacts and test data. Okay, so there's not more principles, more rules. Like if you have to write in a Selenium, you have to design a framework. There are some artifacts that you have to follow. All these are there. Okay, here there is nothing like that. And also, so this, especially this last point is very, very important. It reduces most of your regression time from weeks to minutes. Okay, so that means a lot of time is saved with the help of Tosca, because you have a script ready, you just set up a DEX continuous integration, and you just also, there is no need for you to manually go and run it. Okay, so if you are integrating with Jenkins, you just have to give some time frame that this particular regression suite has to run from this time. So automatically this regression suite will be triggered and all the test cases will be run. So generally in the last project I have handled, we will do it post ISTR. So we will plan it accordingly, like around 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. IST, because most of my team sits in IST. So after the developer says a go, so then we do it. So automatically our job is triggered. All my regression suite is run at a single time. By the time my team comes back in the IST time, they can have a quicker look of what is failing, why is it failing, and then do a quick recap of what all the things are happening. And then when the time I log in, they come back to me and say, this is what is working, this is not is working. So they give a brief analysis of the failures. Okay. So this has had, in previous days before this, it was like you have to sit, you have to run each and every test case, have the test result manually. So it would take 2 or 3 days. Okay. I personally have done regression suites for 1 week, 2 weeks also, review of the project. But when I've shifted to Tosca, my life has become very easy. Yes, coming to the disadvantages of Tosca, yeah, Tosca can be expensive compared to other open source tools. Yes, I won't say it is expensive tool, but with all the features that Tosca is giving, Tricentis is giving, I don't think it is expensive anytime. Community support, Tosca has a limited community support compared to other open source tools. Okay. So I don't know whether I've pitched in into this point. Let me pitch in again if I did not. So generally, Tricentis will take that responsibility to make its product viable to all the customers. Okay. So whenever you buy, so for 2 or 3 projects which I work, Tricentis team, a member was assigned to us. So whatever the issues, whatever the queries and the licensing part are also handled by Tricentis team itself. So they would say, so this is the license you have procured and these are the resources that you are working. So if at all, if we have to jump in from one resource to other resource, giving the license, all those part was taken care of the Tricentis team itself. We did not have that much. And also they helped in such a way to have the CI/CD pipeline and Jenkins pipeline set up. All these support was directly come from the Tricentis team. Okay. So this is from a project perspective, if you are getting it from a project perspective. No, if you are a individual member, you contributor, or you are trying to learn Tosca, you can always use your business email ID. You can log into issue. Okay, let me show you the support. This is a support portal where you can just log in with your email ID and password. So once you log in with your email ID and password, you will have all the tickets shown up on the screen. Okay, if there is anything that is related to yours, you can just simply go and check it. If not, you can also log a defect or log a ticket for your issue. Okay, so Tricentis team will come and help you with all kinds of resolution. So most of the time, so this is a team. This portal will help us very quickly. So here there are so many forums like Academy Forum, Products Forum. Okay. So if you see, there are latest announcements where it is showing how much, what are the latest upgrades and all, and what are the recent product releases. If you have to have, you can just click on it and you have a very good information about it. And latest knowledge base articles also you can see it here. So if you are facing any kind of difficulty, you can just search it here. Or if you suppose if you are facing the same kind of error, you can just simply come here. There's a situation that is explained very clearly. And if you just come down, they are providing, these are the solutions that are provided from the Tricentis support team. Okay. So not by anyone. They give a very information, so like detailed information, I can say, with all the screenshots, what needs to be done. You just have to slowly follow the instructions and you have to fix it. Okay. So that level of support is given from Tricentis. I really like this, how they are trying to market their tool, how they are trying to understand the tool. So all these things are very clearly understood with these kind of community support. Okay. And resource requirement, yes, this is a very big thing because it needs a space, it needs a lot of resources like RAM, CPU, and disk space to run, which may be constrained for smaller teams where they are not actively looking for Tosca. So yes, this can be called as a disadvantage for sure. Okay, even if you are installing it in your local machine, I would say please have a extra space of whatever I have told. Yes, because there is some catchy that shows which might slow your machine. So integration problems, Tosca cannot be integrated with Git. So if you, so I know there are some developers and Selenium testers are already there. So you already know what is a Git. If you don't know, the people who are new, if you don't know about Git, we can have a, you can have a quick walkthrough or a Google search will help you. What is Git? What does it do? Okay. So yeah, if it cannot be integrated with Git, that is like just for saying they are saying it is an advantage. But yes, apart from Git, there is another mechanism where you can check in your code and check out your code. Maintenance problem. So this is again just for the namesake. So they want some disadvantages to be placed. Yes, they have put this point. I don't think this is true for anyone. So the model-based test runner approach can lead to maintenance problems. They are saying they can lead it, but it is not sure that it will be led to the problem. Okay. These are some of the disadvantages. So I've been reiterating about model-based testing approach. So can anyone pitch in here and make me understand what did you get from model-based testing approach?
Instead of what we can say finding X path and all. What module will do? It will scan a web page and take all the properties of the elements and it will store in a module.
Yes, thank you so much for pitching it. Anyone else would want to speak about model-based testing approach? I don't mind even if it is wrong. I want you people to talk.
By yesterday's example, I want to give the same which you explained. So, if we take any text box, we'll give the property of the field in automation module, and the behavior will define it in a business information layer. This is what I understood by this.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Anyone would want to talk? Yeah.
Yeah, by seeing the picture, like I can describe like it is automation model is interacting with various applications. So all the properties are stored in the technical information, like the middle one, and with the set of test cases in the right hand side.
Okay, Ade. Yes, thank you so much for pitching in. Yes, whatever you have got it. Yeah, correct. Okay. Okay, my bad. I'm later. Yeah. So model-based testing approach is nothing but you decide a model, like it might be any application based on that model. What are the test cases? What needs to be have? So what is the need of your test case? So what it need to have in your model? So all those things you identify it and you get it and convert it into a model. It is called as module, and then you give the business information like you have to give an input, you have to give a click, or you have to navigate from one page to other page. Whatever might be the input, you can give it here in the business information, and then your test case is ready. Okay, so this is how a model-based testing approach will work. So Tosca is morely into risk-based testing approach. Okay, so we assess the risk. So what is the risk is involved if we don't test this particular functionality. Based on that, we identify the test suite, we execute the test cases them on the priority, and we measure the risk. Okay, so all these things are possible in Tosca without you manually entering anything. Okay, so how and when we will see in the later stages of the class. And distributed execution, as I've told in one of the example at the starting of the class. So I have 5 or 6 execution lists, suppose like 150 test cases, and I have divided into 5 different execution. So for each one, I have 3 or more, 4 more computers as my agent machine. So if you're not understanding it, that is fine. We will discuss more in more detail, but try to get whatever you can. Yeah, so we have some agent machines like so you can imagine like one person, okay, server being the main person, and it has some assistant where they are helping the person, the main person, to have the work completed on time. Okay, so what is the server doing? Server is distributing its work towards all the other assistants. So whenever they are doing it, it is also monitoring all these things and getting all the information what is happening. Okay. So this is called distributed execution. You are executing it, but you're also distributing your execution. Okay. So this is called distributed execution. So this is mostly highly possible in Tosca without you going for any third party tool. You just have to do few modifications in your Tosca, then you can set it up this distributed execution also. Okay, and other important features are like it can handle dynamic test data. Test recording is also possible in UFT. If someone is also working in UFT, if you have that, UFT also works on I mean, it also has a feature of record and playback. Here also you can record it. And it is also compatible with different type of applications. So whatever might be the applications, it is compatible. So this is the architecture of Tosca. Whatever you're seeing on the screen is the architecture of Tosca. So what does it have? So what is the main thing that it has? Okay. So you have to understand Tosca Commander is a place where we'll be working day in and day out. So today, every day, whenever you log in, the Tosca Commander is a place where you talk to. Okay. So I would say, or I would call Tosca Commander as a hero because he is the one who takes the responsibility to talk or communicate or exchange the information with any of these things. Okay. So this is the lower level. This is the very back end level of things that go on. But when you are operating in Tosca, you will not see these things happening. Okay. So I'll tell you how this. So Tosca Commander talks to the license server. So suppose whenever your license is expired, okay. So you have to get a new license and you have to enter your username and password. Let me show. So here is my license tab. Okay. So here, if you see, there's already a license that is activated, but you have to change the license or you have to give a new license. Always you have to come here and you have to give the license. What is your, you have to log in with a different user and you have to give your username and password. So whenever you click on OK, what happens is this commander, so this is a commander where we are working. This commander will go and talk to the license server saying that, hey boss, I got this email ID. Do you think this license is, I mean, they have already requested for this particular email ID or not. So based on that, it calls the license server. So once the license server responds, yes, there is a license already activated, please go ahead and, I mean, let them start with your commander. So then commander will come into the picture. Whenever you have your test cases ready, you have to execute them. So then executor will come into the picture. You don't have to do anything. You just right click and run. This executor says, hey boss, this is my job. I have to start with it. Okay, let me come. So the executor will come into the picture. And if you see, there are different engines. So HTML is one engine, SAP is another engine, TCP is one more, .NET is one more engine. So based on what kind of application you are scanning, this executor will take the responsibility of which engine to import. So based on that, this HTML, SAP, so based on that, these engines will come into the picture and they will do their job. Okay, so there's nothing you will be doing, but you have to understand how this Tosca is working at the back end. Okay, and repository. Repository is nothing but a place where we store all our test cases or the information that is needed for a Tosca commander. So in the previous slide where I have told about disadvantages, you have seen that it is not supporting the Git because it has an inbuilt repository where it can talk to, where it can store its test cases, where it can get all the test cases. Okay, so that is called as repository. It is storing all its things into the repository without any external Git or something. Okay. Yeah, and Tosca Commander, what does this Tosca Commander have? It has different tabs where it has, these are called components. Okay, so what are the different components? It can be, so inside Tosca Commander, it is test case, modules, test case design. These are the different tabs which you see it. Test case design, execution, requirements, and configuration. Okay, so these are the different things that you see in the Tosca Commander when you open it. Okay, I'll show it. So once you open the Tosca Commander and go back, so this is how you see your Commander daily. So you have to open your workspace. I'll tell you what is a workspace. So when you see the test cases, you see the modules, you see the requirements, you see the test case design, you see the execution, issues, configuration, and test plan. So everything is seen on the Tosca Commander itself. Nothing you have to do. You just have to configure your Tosca. Everything comes up automatically without your intervention. Okay. So any questions still here?
Is AUT in that slide, previous slide?
This one?
AUT, last one. No, on the same slide which you were there.
Okay, this you are asking what is AUT,
Yeah,
right?
AUT. Yeah.
Okay. AUT is nothing but application under test. Okay. So we have seen SUT yesterday, that is system under test. System under test or application under test are both are one and the same. Okay. So don't get confused. So it is nothing but the demo web application, whatever we are doing. Okay. So here we are doing on this particular demo web application. This can be called as AUT. This can also be called as SUT.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Manasa, you have shown that distribution of execution. Can you show that slide once?
Yeah.
So going further, do we have any practical session to show these things?
Yeah, we'll be setting up the decks. Okay. So we'll set up the decks and we will try to run the decks also. That will be mostly not at any time in the starting of the class, but will be at the end more.
Okay, so you will be having the session for Jenkins pipeline as well.
Jenkins pipeline, no, we are not doing it. We are only doing what is needed from Tosca perspective, like deck setup, we are covering it already. Okay. Okay, all right. So these are some of the interview questions they ask you. So what are the major components of Tosca? So first interview question, when you say, when you expose your resume as 2+ or 3 years of resume, so this is how you see it. So they'll ask you what are the major components of Tosca, then your answer should be Tosca commander, executor, wizard, and repository. Okay, so that is how you have to tell. Okay, so now you know what is a commander, what does executor does, what is wizard doing, what is repository doing. Okay. So Tosca commander is a place where it is a main user interface where we talk to. It helps us to design, maintain, execute, and analyze the test cases. It is also the foundational components of Tosca test suite, such as requirements, where you have seen the requirements tab, modules tab, test cases tab, test scripts tab, test script design, execution, and reporting. And this is a Tosca tool. Everyone has to get used to this tool. Okay. So this is really very important because whenever you are sharing your screen, I would not be asking you go to the right, go to the left. I'll just tell you this is a hierarchy of view or click on this view. So that view, tree view, click on the details view. Okay. So please try to remember. Okay. So as we start from the module, so for whatever is this, I'm explaining it is same for all the modules that you are seeing. Okay, so this is called as tree view here. Okay, whatever you're seeing is called as tree view, and the middle pane is called detailed view. Okay, this is also called as working pane. Okay, where we generally work it. Okay, so whatever the test cases that I have to work, I just have to drag it and drop it. Suppose I have to work on this demo web shop, I'll just drag this and drop it onto my test case, and whatever comes, it is a tree view. I'll just have to click on it and just have to write something on it, and then it is working. So that is how this is called as working pane. The middle one is called as working pane. This is called as a tree view. This is just to understand where is your test case sitting, where is in which folder it is sitting. So just to make you understand. And here whatever you're seeing is called properties tab. So this properties are belonging to this test case. So whatever you highlight here, based on this, the property changes. Okay. So if you see, these properties are for test step, this property is for test cases, this properties are for links. Okay. So how these properties come, we will see it in very clearly in the coming classes. But for now, you have to understand this. And properties pane or properties tab, anything is fine. And here it is a status bar. If you see now, the status is ready. Okay, so whenever you are executing, it will be changed to executing, or we will see the different status. And what else? Okay, so this is a top menu. This is a top menu, like project, home, view, tools, test cases, API test case, add-on. So whenever I say on the top menu, click on the project, you have to go and click on this project. Okay. But there's sometimes I would say click on the project. So then you have to go to this project and you have to click on. So there's one more project here. So the top menu project is this, and the bottom level, the next level of project is this. Whenever I say go, please go and click on the top menu project. Please, you have to go and click on this particular project. Okay, and this is the title bar. This title bar will help you understand. So you're able to see the title bar, right? So this state title bar will make you understand where is actually your Tosca is sitting, what is your workspace name, and what is this TWS file. So all those things are clear information on this particular part. Okay. Yeah. So these are the things that are very necessary for you to understand and start with it. Okay. So let me explain one more thing. So when you click on this project, so this is how the project will look appears. Okay. So this is the main project that you have created. So under this project, if you see the configuration, execution, issues, modules, reporting, requirements, test case design, test cases, and test plan. Okay. So these are again the individual. These are the same that you are seeing here as a tab, as a different tab. Okay. And these are called component folders. So what are these called? These are called component folders. So this is a project folder. Under the project folder, these component folders are automatically created. So you just have to create a project. Okay. So these are called component folders. So what are the different components inside the project? That is execution, modules, reporting, requirements, test case design, test cases. So whatever you have to do, if you have to work on test cases, you have to jump onto the test case section. So that is here. If you have to work on the module section, you can jump onto the module section. If you have to go to the requirements, you have to jump. Okay. So clear everybody? Any questions here? Okay. So yes, I would finish it in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. So this is how a project. And Tosca Executor is nothing but it helps us to execute our test cases. It's an alternative opening to the Tosca commander to test the execution. Okay. So we can access the Tosca individually also just by going to this particular test. Okay. This is a Tosca wizard. This is like a very longer time when Tosca actually started its journey. So this is how the wizard looks. Now this is not how we look at. So there's one more thing, one more way that we see it. I'll show you when we start with actual scanning. Okay. And Tosca repository. So external shared repositories, databases such as Oracle, SQL Server, SQLite, and others also can be used to store the test cases. Like TDM, TDS can also be done. Several testers can work simultaneously with the help of this repository. So we are working in depth about this TDM, TDS. Okay, so we will understand more when we are working on. Yeah, so by now you should be understanding that scanning modules and test cases are the basic structures that we have to start with. Okay, so what we do in the scan, how we do it, what is a module, what does it has, and what is a framework, and what are the different frameworks in Tosca, that we'll be seeing in the next coming class. Okay, so till now, any questions that I have to address?
Manasa, actually, when you're showing that architecture slide for the Tosca, can you please go to the slide?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So so in this you are showing different engines like HTML, SAP, TCP, and on it. This is an inbuilt engine in the Tosca. And for example, if I have to do an API testing, then it will pick up this HTML engine by itself. Is that the thing, or we need to specify Tosca to pick these engines?
No, it will itself take it. Okay, so you will understand when we are doing API testing, you will automatically understand how it is picking this API directly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
Like I see there are 4 bars with different colors. Do they signify something, or it's just
Sorry,
I don't think.
sorry.
On Tosca Commander, here I see 4 bars in various colors, black, green.
Okay, no, it's not anything specific. It's just for visual representation. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Ma'am, for this, if you want to do like with your course, like what are the like certifications which we have to do for like after completing this?
Yeah, so basically the certifications that will be completing, you can complete it by the end of the course that we complete is product consultant, and also one more is automation specialist. Okay, so both of the Tosca automation specialists, both of the certifications can completed. But if you have to complete the certification, you have to have this AS1, AS2, all the badges to be completed. Okay, so it like certification of the badges will go hand in hand. It's not like I complete the portion till then you have to wait and complete your syllabus. No, that will be not be the case. Okay, you will do it simultaneously. By the time I complete AS1, I will ask you also to start with AS1 exam so that you can also do it.
So after
Okay.
those badges, then that certification will come later on. Like that's a different thing altogether.
After the badges is completed, you will have all the information how to start with your certification exam. So I'll give you all necessary steps, everything that is needed to complete the certification. Okay. So you have to go and attempt it. Okay. Every information is provided very clearly from my.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any other questions who have joined today?
Config part, what we do exactly do here? Can you explain more on that config? Right.
Configuration.
Bottom.
Yeah. Yes. Configuration part, it depends upon what kind of configurations. Like if you have to set up Jenkins, you have to give some configurations. So configurations are clearly defined and I mean more clearly understood when we do the practical. Okay.
What is ALM here, Mansa?
So if you have to integrate with your any other test management tools, okay, apart from Qtest that is already given from Tosca. So ALM is one test management tool. You can integrate with ALM, okay, with the help of Tosca. And again, Tosca Commander is responsible to integrate or talk to this ALM. Okay. Any more questions that I have to address now? Okay.
Ma'am,
No
this
question.
batch will be this. I'm sorry, like, because this is my first lecture, so I'm not sure. Like, when is like the batch timings and all? Like, your batch is going to start from tomorrow, like at this time.
Yeah, the same timings will be the batch timings, and we have already. So it's not like it's just a demo. I have already started with the syllabus. Okay, so we are just going with the flow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So
Marissa, I have one more question. Like as you said, badges. So, what are those badges? Means is it kind of certification exam, or how many attempts we can write that?
yeah, one crazy question that every people ask. I'm not blaming anyone. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I don't ask my students to go for any of the attempts because all the information is already very clearly given to all my team. Okay. So there is no need for you to go for the badges. Okay, I'm not able to do this academy. I don't have credentials. I'm sorry. Yeah. So basically the badges, I'll show it. So this will be your final product consultant certification. Okay. So if you see, this is the final certification. Here you have AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, and API just below it. Okay. So you have to complete all these things to have this product consultant certification in by hand. Okay. And this product consultant certification exam will have all the questions coming from AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, and API. Okay. So now previously AS1 was separate certification, AS2 was separate certification, but now they have made it as a batch. So to have this certification in hand, you have to complete this batches. Only then you will have this certification with you.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions on the syllabus part or exam part?
For clearing these badges, do we get a multiple chance or it's like multiple attempts once?
Yeah, don't worry about the attempts. Okay, everyone who is joining my course will go only for one attempt, and it will be very easy for you because I'll give you all the information that is needed to clear the badge.
That's great, Mansa. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Not only the badge, the final certification exam also, you will have all the information that is necessary. I'll not make you sit and work in front of me, but I'll give you all the information that is needed and you can go ahead and do it. Okay. So you will have that confidence from my end. Okay. You just have to trust me and blindly follow whatever I'm telling. Okay, okay, all right. On that note, we can sign off for today because whatever next I have to tell, you have to have the tool installed in your machine. So without that, it would be little hard for me to explain also. Okay, so we can take a sign off for today and we can talk on tomorrow's session. Okay. Yeah. On that note, have a very nice day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mansa. Bye.
Thank you, Mansa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mansa.
Thank you all.